Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Friday. Friday's the day of the week. We turn to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say, hey, vote me in a map, and they've gone with this one. Now, this isn't a request map. This is one I saw on the workshop about, well, last autumn, and that might explain a little bit of the aesthetics of the map as well. Now, as a creator, we have done in the past no fewer than 10 times. Now, I'm not going to go through the list, but I will say that on average they get between 10 and 12 stars, which is solid work. On one occasion they got the lowly 9 stars, which is still the pass mark, which I'm still happy with, but one that I was really happy with got 13 stars, the seal of approval, and was on the shortlist for last year's map of the year. Today's map, it's all about the aesthetics, and enough of you like this, I think you'll be subscribing in your droves. Meanwhile, clicking the like button in your droves really will support the channel, get me seen by more people, and help me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Coleto Map by It's Okay. It's Okay, absolutely prolific. So many good maps from It's Okay over the years. There's your start square, very solid, also very cleared of foliage, and as much build space as you kind of want compared to water. We have terrain heights that look like this. Certainly looks like it's been grabbed from a terrain party map, although I don't really know where from. And then the resources look like this, centered on the 25 tiles and plenty of them as well. Again, good for gameplay. Fishing, if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do fishing on this map, that is how it looks. And then if we go off to the workshop, the question is, does it require any DLC? The answer is yes, mass transit. It's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. Now, there is a one-click collection. A few of the things on the one-click collection I would say aren't strictly required. Like we have a few mods and like the unlimited trees, probably need that. Clouds and fog, do you really? Anyway, there is a Coleto Map theme made by It's Okay, and the Autumn Overcast LUT, also made by It's Okay. And there's a whole bunch of autumnal looking trees and grasses, and well selected they are too. Now, down to a base level. Now, they're a great creator. They are an iconic creator. Okay, they are unique in what they do. Gonna say I don't like the transition from bridge to hill there, but it's deep in fog, so we let it go. That said, It's Okay, while they are a great creator, are human, and they've made what for them is a very rare mistake on this map. It's not game changing, it's not game breaking, but and it is easily fixed. But when you see it, you go, that's so unlike them, and we'll all tut and then we'll carry on because it's minor and easily fixed. Underneath the bridge here, we do have some trees, and I'm not really buying into this big tree being under there. Some of the smaller ones might get enough daylight, but that big tree is going to struggle for daylight throughout the day for that amount of growth. Right, are you ready for this mistake? Here it comes. From 3 lanes to National Road. Yeah, National Road. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. To 3 lanes to National Road on just the one side. I can see kind of what's happened. There is a National Road running underneath the bridge there, and obviously when they've gone through, they've just clipped the highway and then forgotten they've done it, or didn't even notice that they've done it. It's an easy mistake to make, and if you watched the Biffa challenge with me, my first attempt, and saw me put a one-way road with the garbage dump at the end of that road, meaning that I can't remember if the trucks couldn't get out or couldn't get in, but either way, mistakes are easily achieved. Loving this bridge, loving the little bow on the top of the bridge as well, just keeping it a little bit elevated in the middle. And then we're heading down towards the start square intersection. Now, the intersection certainly looks like it's been hand built to me. My only grumble, I think, is it's elevated right off the bat, that highway ramp. I'd like to have seen a split lane for a node, for a segment or two. But other than that, I really like this. It's slick, it's tidy, the slopes are good, and the heights are good. Basically, it's all in place. You could say that the merge lanes aren't the most exciting and slick, but Gameplay, it doesn't affect that. So it's down to choices. Again, it's completely up to you whether you like it or not. And then into the start square, and we have got a beauty again. Because there are just so many assets and so few shows to fit them into. This one, it's the Minimalistic Modern House B Level 5 by Pixel Monster. I'm loving all this work, and I'm loving these new creators that are just bombarding that Steam Workshop and all the old names. They're having to fight for their space in that top 20. Pixel Monster, really, really good work. No detailing on this. All you got to do is come in and just spruce it up with your own props, and I love it. Factoids because factoids. Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing finally reached the summit of Mount Everest on this date, the 29th of May, in 1953. Though these two men tend to get all of the praise for this great achievement, they were helped on the climb by 12 other climbers, 40 Sherpa guides, and over 700 porters. So, congratulations on your duo achievement. It wasn't solo because they were working alone, but with all the backup. It's all about the backup, guys. Anyway, Minimalistic Modern House B, a level 5 by Pixel Monster. Keep it coming, Pixel Monster. Keep it coming. We love it. Speaking of loving it, this is the Rural Railway. This is a railway network, but look how it looks with this theme. So it'll come with like a gravel base, and then you're reliant on the theme providing the gravel texture. Oh my goodness me, it's okay. What have you done? Oh, I mean that in a good way. I'm loving this. This is my favourite non-railway replacer railway layout aesthetic that I've seen. I'm going to throw the word aesthetic in there because nice looking bridge here. Don't know if you can see. Can you see that though? Can you see that? What? That? Drowned tree. That's, again, very unlike It's Okay to stick one right there, that far under. Never mind. Again, one click of the bulldozer and that is cleared away. But yes, as I was saying, I love the aesthetics on this one. The layout is a little bit contrived for me. Now the thing with rail, it's probably less so with roads, but also roads to a degree, is they go from point A to point B. And with rail, you want it to go in as straight a line as is possible, depending on the environment, because obviously you've got gradients to consider as well. This one just seems to meander left and right for almost no reason. And where you could have had maybe an embankment if they have to go around a little bit because of terrain. I'm just distracted by the moving from one side to the other and moving back again. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not a game changer or a game breaker, but I'm just not digging it. It's a personal thing. Thanks. Start your engine up outside. Go on, rev it. Go on, honk the horn. Yeah, right outside my window. Perfect timing. I'm not restarting. You know, I've actually just recorded this audio and realised I had the wrong mic detected, and it was like I had my head stuck in a tin can. It was dreadful. My webcam mic is not the cleverest. Anyway, we are now heading along the National Road Network. Right, so we've gone from the highways to the rail, and now we're going from the rail to national highways. Now, these national highways are a little bit different. It's something I think we've only seen once in the past, and that is a highway network that is completely disconnected from the National Road Network. Now, there might be a connection somewhere on the map that I've missed. Let me just show you this as well. Love this waterfall. Love this one. There's another one just over here, but it's not as good, not as fun as that one. But yes, so these national roads, there's nothing wrong with them. Quite happy with them. Can't see a way of connecting. Well, can't see that they are already connected. Can see a way of connecting them. You use a ramp, don't you? But I can't see that they are in any way connected to the highways, which I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Could you say that it adds gameplay? Well, you could say that it adds gameplay. Does it actually detract from the map in any way? I don't know. I'm more baffled than bothered. Okay, I hope that makes some kind of sense. Oh, hang on. Here we go. This is as close as it gets to actually merging in with the highways. We go underneath that one, and we go really close to over this one, and then we just like, no, actually we won't bother. We'll go this way instead. So anyway, we'll come back to the other side. Do you reckon there'll be shipping on this map? Place your bets now, because it looks like it probably shouldn't have shipping. What do you think? See you on the other side of this.
Very few maps achieve the coveted all-star status. 5 stars for aesthetic, detail, and gameplay potential. To see them all in the all-star playlist, click the button now.
And so back to Coleto Map by It's Okay, and we do have shipping. Now, is the shipping a problem? No, not really. I'm just, again, a little bit baffled and bemused by it, rather than bothered. I think it certainly will add to gameplay, because we have here got the shipping route comes in. I think these bridges are high enough. This does a loop of a central island. Central island isn't actually the start square island, but it's in the middle-ish of the map, so we'll call it a central island. We go under these bridges, which look like they're probably high enough to accommodate the vanilla cruiser. And then it just loops around, does a full loop, and goes off back to where we started. There it is. Now, water flow. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. To me, this is a reservoir. Okay, so we've got the water pouring into here, and then it just sort of like slows down a little bit right there. We go a little bit further, we've got water flow over here pushing in this way, so this could be a sewage trap area right there. It isn't the start square, but it's not a million miles from the start square. Start square water flow is right here, so just be careful. I'd be drawing from there and then pumping somewhere else if you're using pumping. This to me again looks very much like it's a reservoir, because we have here couple of outlets. Those waterfalls are where I would say should be dams, or probably up 10 dams. And yeah, that river coming down towards us, that is the outlet. So we got shipping coming down the length of a reservoir. Is it a reservoir? I don't know. Make up your own minds on it. I'm baffled and bemused, but I'm not at all bothered. In terms of the aesthetics, I'm loving this real haziness to it. It's Okay does do a great selection of themes and LUTs, and if nothing else, why not subscribe to their themes and LUTs when you're making your next map and use them? Because they are good. They are, well, no, rephrase that. They're some of the best. Some of them are really good. It's all about the aesthetics. The actual layout of the map doesn't massively excite me on this one. It's highly playable. It's very playable. It's perfectly fine. It's going to be down to taste, and that for me is about it. But it's all about the aesthetics. Are you looking to do an autumn themed city on a map with like this lazy lake? I think a few of you might. It's not for me, but I think a few of you might. So anyway, it's now your chance to have a little vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. And you'll be one of the very last to use the YouTube voting function on this show. As you know, YouTube are doing away with the voting, and I will have to switch the vote across to a separate platform. But it'll still be there, and well, we'll get to that from Monday. Aesthetically, the map is fine, absolutely fine. Unique theme and LUTs look really nice together. I'm not massively excited by the map in terms of aesthetics, but pretty much always with It's Okay, unless they do a complete bodge job with the map, it's always going to look good. And so I'm going to go low 4 for this one. Detailing. On the whole, pretty solid. We've got 1 or 2 minor issues, but nothing that brings it down to 2-star rating. I'm going to go for a solid 3 stars. For gameplay potential, it's playable. It's playable. Whether you want to is completely up to you. And again, there'll always be somebody who thinks it's 5 stars for gameplay, and that's fine. Good for you. Let us know in the comments because I want to read it. As for me, it's 3 stars. It's just playable. Coleto Map by It's Okay. And it's more than just okay, because It's Okay produces constant quality. 10 stars, 11 stars, 12 stars, every single map. Listen, you don't have to get 15 stars. 15 stars leaves you no room to move. You know, it's just a beautiful, everything's in place, have lots of fun map. Sometimes you want a map to be not quite perfect, so you can add your own perfection. And It's Okay maps really do let you do that. I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What Map series. Thanks for watching.